Hey everybody, welcome back to True North VR. Today we are checking out the Bobovr E3 Pro Elite Style Battery Head Strap. This is for your MetaQuest 3 and 3S headsets. They retail for $80 American on their website or $130 Canadian. We're going to unbox this one. I'm going to assemble it. We'll talk about the specs, and of course I will review it in the end. One thing to note, this is a made for Meta product, which means it has gone through testing and it is Meta approved. If you haven't checked out my other VR accessory reviews, I'll link that playlist below. Let's jump into this one. Okay, let's open this one up. Okay, so there we have it. We have the actual head strap part with the back padding. We'll put that together in just a second. We have our honeycomb pad here that can be put in the place of either of those ones. User manual, USB-C to USB-C charging cable, our battery, and the separate manual that comes with the battery there as well. So to install this is already attached to the cord, and the cord doesn't come off there, as you can see. What we want to do is make sure that this is the down part here, this is down right here. This is just a sticker that you can pull off after, but you are going to need to put this part into this part right here. So I did have a little trouble putting it on, but I did find if you kind of tilted it like I'm showing you here at an angle and then went to put it in, that it will clip in easier for you. Okay, now we're in. You can take off that down sticker if you would like. And now we need to attach it to our Quest 3. So to take off the original strap on the Quest 3, if you've never done that before, you're gonna see here, there's a little extra plastic. If you just put a little bit of pressure on that while keeping pressure on the back side so you don't break the arm off, those pop off very easily. Then you can take off your facial interface by pinching the top and bottom sides on both sides and pulling a little bit, and it should pop right out. If it's the first time you're doing that, it might be a little bit stiffer than normal. Then you can undo your Velcro, pull that through, and it's off. So we're going to take this top strap here. That's going to feed through. Pull it through. Now I don't know exactly where I'm going to want this, so I'll just put it there for now. Now if you want to, you can put back on your facial interface. And then we're going to attach our sidearm. So these are clips, and so usually what I'll do is I'll line up, if I can show this to you, this back part first with the back of this, and then slowly put pressure forward. So here I'm lining up the back, putting pressure forward, clips right in. Do the same on this other side here. Start at the back, put pressure forward, clipped right in. You can use this knob on the back to extend it out a little bit, and you can plug this in right here as well. And that's your basic assembly. Now if you want to, you can use this honeycomb strap, or a pad, I should say, not strap, pad, on the bottom here, just by removing this foam pad instead. You can put that on there if you'd like. Our battery, you can see, mine's right up there. And we are good to go. So I'm going to go and use this a bit, and then I'll come back, give you a try on, talk more about the specs, and give you my review. So with my own little scale here, I decided to weigh it. I've weighed in here at 452 grams, which is actually a pretty good weight. Personally, anything above 450 is a little bit heavy and very noticeable, but anything between 350 and 450 is my preference for a weight. So when I'm doing exercise games or high intensity games, it's not going to be overloaded on my head and actually still feels pretty good as a counterbalance. Alright, so I've had a chance to try it out. I want to give you a little try on here, talk about some specs, and then give you my review of it here in the end. So first of all, I know I noted before, but I'm going to mention again, this is made for Meta, so it has passed regulations put on by Meta to be safe, to be durable, and so that is something to note when you are looking at purchasing this head strap. So to put it on, you're going to use the knob here, turn it counterclockwise to loosen up. Put that on. If you want to tilt it, you can tilt it. Tighten it by turning it clockwise. You can adjust it there. And to take it off again, loosen that counterclockwise, and it'll come right off for you. So in terms of adjustability, points of flexibility, we obviously have our knob on the back that'll tighten and loosen. Our back pad is malleable. It has a little bit of adjustability to it. Our first pivot points though are right here on both sides. As I showed you, those can go up, make it easy to put it on, and that also makes it easy if you're in a game and you need to flick this up, it'll be able to adjust up for you. And then we have our top strap, which can be adjusted there. And we obviously have our points on our Quest 3 that can flex on the arms and rotate there slightly as well. If we look at comfort and padding, we got our back pad here. Nice and soft, very large. Let's turn this way there. Soft, nice and big. Honestly, these are, in my opinion, the nicest back pads in the VR industry right now. The feel of them is nice, they're really soft, and how they cushion and cradle the head, super, super nice. They also come with the honeycomb pad here for the back, so you can take off this bottom one with the Velcro, put on that honeycomb pad if you want more breathability, more airflow when you're doing some high intensity games. Both of these do come off via the Velcro, so they're easy to clean, and you can just wipe them down as well. Top strap, same kind of material, nice and thick, easy to wipe down. Pretty standard for a top strap on an Elite style head strap here. Battery, if we're talking about the battery here, hot swappable battery, 10,000 mAh. This is the same type of battery that they use for the S3 Pro. It attaches right on there. Never once was I worried about this coming off. It's very secure on there. So this is going to give you roughly 3 to 4 hours of extra game time. I would lean more towards that 3 side. And it really depends on what you're doing, but most games are high intensity now, or like high GPU usage, CPU usage, and so that's going to task more from your battery. But if you have more than one of these, you could have one charging. When this one dies, swap it out, put this one to charge, put that one on, and you could pretty much have endless game time if that's what you need for it. They don't recommend having this plugged in on here and then plugged into your headset. They do recommend charging them both separately. That's something to note, and something that I've had many viewers and commenters say that in previous videos on the S3 Pro as well. If we talk about the weight, 450 grams, that's actually pretty standard. It's a little bit heavier than some other Elite straps that I've used, but that's not super heavy at all. 450 grams, in my opinion, 450 grams and between 350 and 450 is the perfect weight for me. Anything above that, I really feel the weight, but it's a solid weight. And how this battery sits on the top like that, I feel like it really distributes that weight nicely. And so I don't feel like it is extra heavy compared to other ones at all. So that is something to know. Now, the big thing on this one is, well, we'll kind of move down here. We got our little display system here, so it's giving me a percentage. We got 17% battery life left. It is nice to know a percentage, because if you click the button on the side here, it gives me one shining light. Well, that could mean anywhere from 1% to 24%, right? So that's a pretty big range. It is nice to have an actual percentage there to see how much you have left. It does have our audio jack there. If you have a Quest 3, we have an audio jack on the side, but if you have a 3S, you don't have an audio jack, so having that here is super nice to use. And yeah, I really like that they added that on there, and they saw the need for that on the Quest 3S. Now, if you have headphones, so I've got here, these are the Vega Q1s made by Prism XR. Now, putting them over top here with Elite straps, it does get a little bit, I don't know if dicey is the right word, but you do kind of have to put the Elite strap up a little bit in order to fit these underneath. If your Elite strap is sitting lower with big earmuff headphones like this, it's going to be a little bit of an awkward fit. So I just wanted to show you that. I prefer using these types of headphones more with halo straps because they are coming up higher on your head, so it leaves a ton of space for big earmuffs. So it's not impossible, as you can see. I just had to tilt this up a little bit for my head for it to work. Price point, we are looking at $80 American on both their website and Amazon.com. If you are looking to purchase this, make sure you check both of them first, because sometimes they have sales on their website or sales on Amazon, so you don't want to miss out on one of those. For Canadians, it's $130 Canadian on their website. On Amazon, it's not currently available at this time. They have the product listing there, so hopefully it will become available for us Canadians as well. So make sure you check that. I'll put that link in the description below so you can check that to see if it's showing up at all on Amazon.ca. Hopefully it'll come onto there. I just ordered mine off Amazon.com, and there was a little bit of extra shipping fee to it, but I wanted to test it out. So that price point is a little bit higher. Well, it's not a little bit higher. It's actually quite a bit higher than some other Elite straps that I've seen out there. So that's something to take into consideration when you are looking at purchasing this one. Overall comfort, honestly, super comfortable. If you watch my review on the S3 Pro, I was a little disappointed with the S3 Pro, especially after all the hype, but this one didn't let me down. Very comfortable. I love the back pad. I know the back pad's the same, but there were other reasons I didn't like the S3 Pro. Super comfortable back pad. When it was on, like the way it cushions the back of the head, it really feels like there's hardly anything there on the back of your head, the way it balances everything with the battery. I really like the feel of it, and I would recommend it. If you have a 3S and you're looking for something with an audio jack, or looking to purchase something to give you an audio jack, just combine it with this head strap. That's the way to go. So here's the thing. If you need a lot of playtime and you like Elite straps and you want something that's very comfortable and you don't need to worry about price point, this is your top choice, in my opinion. I've tested a ton of head straps, both Elite straps and Halo straps from a lot of different companies. Elite strap style, if you need the hot swappable, you need an audio jack, 100% this is your top choice. Now, if you don't need as much playtime and you don't want to spend as much money, there are other great options out there. Kiwi Design K4 Boost is a great option if you don't need as much battery time. It does have a better charging system than this, but it doesn't have the hot swappable capabilities, doesn't have an audio jack if you're using the 3S. So those are things to take into consideration. It is cheaper though. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Super solid Elite strap. It's great. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. I'll be doing some comparison videos head to head with this one compared to the S3 Pro. I'll do it with the Kiwi Design K4 Boost. I'll probably do it with a few other ones as well, so make sure you watch for those videos if they're not already on my channel once you are there. These are all a work in progress. There's a lot of things going on right now, which is pretty exciting. So make sure you subscribe, hit that like button as well, and we'll see you next time here on True North VR.